In the last session, we discussed about the magnetic force. That means what is the expression for the magnetic force whenever a charge is placed in a under influence of magnetic field, and we know how to find the direction of the magnetic force. To find the direction of the magnetic force, we are using the right hand thumb rule. That right hand thumb rule is nothing but when we curl our right hand fingers, the curl direction is from velocity to field, then the thumb will indicate the direction of the magnetic force. And after that, we find what is the SI unit of the magnetic field, that is nothing but Tesla. And after we derive what is the dimensional formula for the magnetic field, that is the concept we studied in the last session. Now in this session we are going to discussing about the what is the Lorentz force equation and what is the force acting on a current carrying conductor when it is placed in a magnetic field, and after an arbitrary current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, what is the force acting on that. Okay, so first we are going to discuss about the Lorentz force. Here, what is the Lorentz force? Lorentz force is nothing but when we consider a current carrying conductor, in this the charge is moving. When the charge is moving around this conductor, what happened? A field can be formed. That field is known as the magnetic field. Now in this, if you place a test charge, then this charge will experience a force. That force can be called as the Lorentz force. Okay, now here we are going to write the expression for the Lorentz force. Okay. Now that is Lorentz force is a force acting on a charge which is placed near the current carrying conductor. Now we are going to write what is the expression for the Lorentz force equation. That is nothing but if a charge is stationary, we know that around this charge a field is there. That field is known as the electric field. If this charge Q is moving, that is nothing but current. In that, due to that, around a field is formed, that is known as the magnetic field. So from this, the Lorentz force equation is related to the both electric field and magnetic fields. So that is, when a charge is placed in this electric field, it experiences a force. That force is known as Q into E bar. In the similar way, the charge is placed in the magnetic field. That force is nothing but Q into V bar cross B bar. Okay, so this is the force acting on a test charge due to electric field. This is the force acting on a test charge due to the magnetic field. Now how to write the Lorentz force equation? Okay. So here the test charge is placed, then the net force acting on that charge when it is placed nearer to the current carrying conductor is, that is, sum of the force due to electric field plus and force due to the magnetic field. Okay, so this equation is known as Lorentz force equation. The Lorentz force equation is nothing but force acting on a test charge which is placed nearer to the current carrying conductor. So here, when charge is moving in the conductor, it is having the two fields. Those two fields are electric field and magnetic field. According to the Lorentz is nothing but name of the scientist. According to the Lorentz, that is, the net force acting on the charge due to the current carrying conductor is nothing but electric force plus magnetic force. Here, what is the electric force? That is nothing but charge into E bar plus what is the magnetic force? Magnetic force is nothing but charge into V bar plus V bar cross B bar. Here Q is the test charge which we placed in the nearer to the current carrying conductor. E bar is the electric field due to the charge, and where V bar is the velocity of the moving charge, where B bar is the magnetic field due to the current carrying conductor. So from this, we write this expression, the net force acting on the charge is equal to Q into E bar plus V bar cross B bar. So this is the expression for the net force acting on a charge which is placed nearer to the current carrying conductor. So here this equation can be called as a Lorentz force equation. So finally, how we can conclude the Lorentz force equation? Lorentz force equation nothing but force acting on a charge due to electric field and magnetic field. So this is known as Lorentz force equation. So finally what we conclude that Lorentz force equation is force due to the electric field and magnetic field on a test charge. This is known as Lorentz force equation. So here what are the terms present in the Lorentz force equation? The terms in the Lorentz force equation is nothing but small q. Small q is known as test charge which is placed nearer to the current carrying conductor, and E bar is the electric field of the moving charge in the conductor when the charge is at rest, and here V bar is the velocity of the moving charge in the conductor, where B bar is the magnetic field produced by the moving charge around the conductor. Due to this electric field and magnetic field, a force is acting on the test charge. That force is known as the Lorentz force equation. This is an important 2-mark expression. Now we already discussed, that is what is the force due to the magnetic field and a charge, and what is the Lorentz force equation. Now here we are going to derive an important 3-mark question, that is magnetic force on straight current carrying conductor. See here, in the previous Lorentz force equation is written for a charge is placed near the current carrying conductor, but in this derivation we are going to find what is the magnetic force on a straight current carrying conductor. Means a magnetic field is there. In that magnetic field, when we place a current carrying conductor, that current carrying conductor experience how much force? That is the derivation. This is an important 3-mark question. So here generally we know that when a charge is placed in magnetic field, then what is the magnetic force on that charge? Q into V bar cross V bar. We already discussed this expression, that is the force acting on a charge which is placed in a magnetic field. But now in this expression, means in this derivation, we are going to place a moving charge, that is nothing but the current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field. Then how much force it will experience? So for that, here I take a field. This is representing, it is a field. So this is the field B bar. These cross or dot we can generally are representing with the cross. In this field we place a current carrying conductor. Here it is a current carrying conductor which is placed in a magnetic field B bar, and area of cross section of the current carrying conductor is A, and length of the current carrying conductor can be taken as L, and here the charge is moving, means it is a current carrying conductor, means in this conductor a current I amperes will be flowing. Okay, here it is a magnetic field. Already we set a magnetic field. In that magnetic field we place a conductor. The conductor length is L, its area of cross section is A, and it is a current carrying conductor, so the current flowing through the conductor can be taken as I. Now see, it is the expression for magnetic force when a single charge is placed. Now we are going to find the current carrying conductor is placed, means in this current carrying conductor number of charges will be there. So first we have to take the number of charges per unit volume of conductor. can be taken as n. Now the total number of charges in the conductor is equal to n into volume. Here volume is nothing but cross section area is A, length of conductor is L, so volume is nothing but A into L. Clearly understand? Number of charges per unit volume can be taken as n. Therefore, total number of charges in the conductor, total number of charges in conductor. The total number of charges in conductor is nothing but number of charges per unit volume into volume of the conductor. This is the total number of charges is given. Next, total charge of conductor. Total charge of conductor is nothing but number of charges into, number of charges is nothing but n into Al into electron, because here in the current carrying conductor the moving charges are nothing but the electrons. So the total charge of conductor is total number of charges into electron, the charge of electron, that is n into A into L into E. And in current electricity we already know that velocity of electron in conductor. What is the velocity of electron in conductor? It is known as drift velocity. We already know in the current electricity, that is the velocity of electron in conductor is nothing but drift velocity. Now from this, the magnetic force on conductor is nothing but total charge into V bar cross B bar. Here total charge is nothing but, this is the total charge. What is the total charge? Total number of electrons into charge of electron into what is the velocity? Velocity is nothing but drift velocity cross B bar. Okay na? Now from this, the magnetic force is equal to, multiply this one, that is n into A into L into E into Vd bar cross B bar. Okay, here NEL into E is multiplied with Vd. Okay, now from that, here we know that 2 into 3 into 4. How to write this? Just 2 into 3 into 4. We can write like that. Similarly here also all are in multiplication. So this term is only multiply to any one term. Here we multiply with the Vd bar. So don't confuse. Here multiplication is there. So we multiply this NALE to any one term in the bracket. Okay. So that is we obtain, this is the expression. But already we know in the current electricity, what is the current expression we derived there? That is N into E into A into Vd. Here the magnetic force is equal to NAL into Vd bar cross V bar. In the current electricity we already derived I is equal to current equal to NEA Vd. Once you refer in current electricity, we have derived this expression, that is I equal to NEA Vd. Substitute here. By substituting, this is Fm bar is equal to NAE Vd is replaced with I, and L is also a vector cross B bar. So here what is the force acting on a current carrying conductor is nothing but I L bar cross B bar. So here it is written as the force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field is nothing but B into L bar cross B bar is nothing but BL sin theta. So final expression is BIL sin theta is the magnetic force acting on a current carrying conductor. Again say this important derivation, that is here I take a magnetic field, this cross represents the magnetic field. This magnetic field due to some other charge, not by this current carrying conductor. See here, this magnetic field is due to some other charge. In that magnetic field we place a current carrying conductor. Remember that this magnetic field not related to this current carrying conductor. In a magnetic field we place a current carrying conductor. Now here, when a charge is placed in a magnetic field, we already know that the force is Q into V bar cross B bar. Now instead of the charge we place a current carrying conductor. That current carrying conductor having number of free charges. So first we calculate how many number of free charges in that current carrying conductor. That is nothing but number of charges per unit volume is N. Therefore total number of charges in the conductor is equal to number of charges per unit volume into total volume of the conductor. That will give total number of charges in this conductor. And next, total charge on conductor is nothing but total number of charges into charge of electron, that is N A L into E. Now in the current density we know that the drift charge of means velocity of a electron is nothing but a drift velocity. Here that is drift velocity is nothing but when we excite the conductor, then the electron is drift from one end of the conductor to other end of conductor. That velocity is known as the drift velocity. And next one is here. Now what is the total force acting on this conductor when it is placed in a magnetic field is nothing but Fm bar equal to total charge into V bar cross B bar. Here what is total charge? N AL into E. And what is the velocity of that charge? Vd bar. And magnetic field is we already taken, that is B bar. Now substituting here, this is the expression we obtained. Now in this, in the current density we already studied that they were derived, that is the current flowing through the conductor in terms of drift velocity is N into E into A into Vd. This is substituting in this equation, we obtain the magnetic force on current carrying conductor I into L bar cross B bar. This is one form, and I already know that L bar cross B bar is nothing but BL sin theta. Substituting here, the magnetic force acting on a current carrying conductor is BIL sin theta. This is the important 3 marks expression. In this you have to remember here B bar is not by this conductor. This is the external field. In this external field we place a conductor. It will experience a force. That force is BIL sin theta. Finally, what is the magnetic force acting on a current carrying conductor which is placed in a magnetic field is BIL sin theta. Here B is the external magnetic field, I is the current flowing through the conductor, L is the length of conductor, theta is the angle between current carrying conductor and magnetic field. Now see the next simple one more question we are going to use, that is what is the magnetic force on an arbitrary current carrying conductor. Here arbitrary current carrying conductor means it does not having a particular shape. In the previous we derived what is the magnetic force on a straight current carrying conductor. Here I take a arbitrary current carrying conductor is nothing but here it is the magnetic field. In this magnetic field I take a current carrying conductor which is in this shape. It does not having a particular or proper shape. In this I am going to consider a small current element. This element length can be taken as a dl. So the force acting on that small current element is nothing but I dl bar cross B bar. This is the magnetic force acting on this small current element. If you want to get total magnetic force, the formula can be used sigma ideal bar cross B bar. Means sigma means summation of all these current elements that will give. And we also use another expression, that is Fm equal to integral ideal bar cross B bar. So these are the expressions we are going to use for calculating the magnetic field of a magnetic force on a arbitrary current carrying conductor. Straight current carrying conductor ideal bar cross B bar. If any different shape is given, so first we assume a small current carrying conductor dl. By taking integration or summation, it will give total force on that current carrying conductor. In this also you have to remember or note, that is The magnetic field is due to external charge, and due to this external charge the current carrying conductor experience certain force. Okay, this magnetic field is not belongs to this current carrying conductor. So this is the concept related to force acting on a current carrying conductor. In the next session we are going to study about the motion of the charge in the magnetic fields. Thank you.